everybody, it's Ivy, and today we're going to be doing a lace frontal information video. Over the years, you guys, working with lace frontals, they are really tricky, but I figured out that less is more. In this video, I'm going to help you guys with all the steps you need to a flawless lace frontal and also tell you things to avoid, okay? So let's get right into the hair we're using. Today we're using a wig from Nadula Hair, and this is a full lace wig. This is a Brazilian wavy. I believe it was about 24 or 26 inches, and this wig was so full, you guys, and it came pre-plucked, and it came in this natural jet black color, which I really love. And I like that they updated the little clips in the back of the wig. I was just mentioning you guys in another video how you can sew it, but they have actually updated their clips and these won't come loose whatsoever. So let's get into our first mistake with our lace wigs. It's lace color, you guys. You need a wig that matches your skin. Luckily, this wig was like the perfect lace color, which I really loved. The second thing we need to look into is actually bleaching our knots. I like to use the Salon Care Quick White. This works amazing. And I also like to use a 30 volume developer. Now, this part is really important. I like to use 2 scoops of bleach and like a little bit of developer, and I add developer as I go because honestly, you're supposed to have this really thick consistency. It's supposed to be almost like paste, and you'll know it's right because as you mix it, it's kind of like hard to mix. And once it's all the way done being mixed, it will be like a thick paste and it won't fall off of your brush. So if your bleach mixture looks like this, then it's perfect and you're good to go. Now you want to add red gold corrector drops, and this is going to help remove any brassiness from your knots. So please don't skip this step. It's very crucial for me. I need my knots to be perfectly tinted and the perfect color, okay? So now you want to go ahead and paint on your bleach and do it lightly. Let this develop for 35 minutes and your wig should come out perfect like this. So I want to go in and curl this wig. I wanted to, see how this wig would hold a curl, and it honestly held a pretty good curl. I did use a big curling iron because I wanted like really loose waves, nothing too tight, but it held a curl pretty well. Like I was satisfied with it. It curled fine. It felt really nice. So let's get into installing our wig. But first, let's talk about foundation and prep. This is also a big mistake people make. You guys, you need small, neat braids. Now, mind you, my braids are old, but small, neat braids. And if you do plan on gluing down your frontal, please clean your head with alcohol, okay? You want to start off with small dots of glue, okay? And I like to glue in sections. You don't always have to glue your frontal all the way around. I'm showing you guys exactly where I like to place my glue on my frontal. My hairline is pretty low, like on the sides where my sideburns are. And to me, I'm just not comfortable gluing my frontal all the way down there. And you guys, you want to make sure the glue is completely clear before you apply a second layer or before you apply your wig, okay? Make sure it's clear. Placement is really important, you guys. Please don't be scared of the lace, you guys. You don't want to put your wig back too far. That's one of the biggest mistakes I was making doing lace frontals for all these years. I was scared to have lace on my forehead, but honestly, you guys, that's what creates the illusion. That's why your lace needs to match your skin so flawlessly, because you actually need a little bit of lace to get your hair looking laid, okay? It's easier just to go ahead and put your frontal on and cut the lace last, and I'm going to show you guys why. So when you cut your lace last, you're able to mimic your own hairline better, and it just looks more natural. And you want to make sure you're moving your scissors back and forth, because the last thing you want is a globe, a sharp edge frontal, because it looks horrible, you guys. This thing is already fake, so you want to try to make it look as natural as possible. And you guys can see me here cutting it. I'm moving my scissors back and forth. You guys can see me here cutting it. I'm moving my scissors back and forth just so I don't have that sharp straight edge, okay? And take your time with this part, you guys. Don't rush. Like, it isn't a competition, it isn't a race. Take your time cutting, because this can really make or break your frontal. I definitely suggest moving slow and cutting in sections just like I am, okay? And make sure you leave a little bit of lace on there. You don't want to cut it back too far. Once you have all of your lace off, now you can go in and start pressing everything into place. I found this method works so good for me, you guys. I'm able to lay these wigs so flawless now. And I know I'm touching the lace with my fingers here in the video, but you guys, you don't want to do that. I only touched the lace with my fingers because my fingers were really dry, okay? So now the next step is flattening your wig. Now, whether you do this with a blow dryer or a hot comb, or you want to wet it down, whatever you want to do, please don't skip this step. A lot of people put on lace wigs or lace fronts and don't flatten them, and you guys, it looks horrible. Make sure you flatten out your wigs properly. Now I'm just separating a little bit of hair because these are going to be my baby hairs, okay? And I know it might look like a lot of baby hair, but I'm going to show you guys the method that I like to use now. And I'm going to go in and cut that hair with a little eyebrow razor, because you don't want that sharp edge from scissors. So definitely use a razor. And I like to pull my hair in the opposite direction and just kind of like shave away the hair. Don't do like a blunt cut, because it'll make your baby hairs look really fake and they won't lay as smoothly. Now, I know this looks like a lot of baby hair, but now at this point, I like to pluck, okay? And plucking at this point, I can kind of like customize how thin or thick I want my baby hairs. And it really gives me the chance to mimic my own natural hairline and just give a super natural look. And I don't recommend putting baby hair all around your frontal. Leave some areas open. Like right here on the side of my head, I don't have baby hair there. No person naturally has baby hair everywhere, okay? So pay attention to that. Less is more. You don't need a head full of baby hair just to conceal your lace. Now I'm going to take some foaming wrap lotion, okay? And now I'm going to mold down my baby hairs. Now this step is really important because this is going to help your baby hairs lay in the perfect direction and just look flawless without looking crunchy, okay? And you can also put some of this on your frontal at the top just to keep everything laying perfectly and seamless and just so flawless, and it helps with flyaways, okay? So go ahead and apply a little bit of that wrap lotion, and you guys, don't overdo it with this step because you can actually mess up your glue if you put too much wrap lotion. So just use a little bit and make sure you tie that down. Now leave your hair tied down for a minimum of about 30 minutes, just till your hair, you know, dries all the way down. And when you take it off, your hair should look like this. Now, you can leave your hair like this. I like to comb out the crispy cast that you get from the wrap lotion, and you guys will see the magic that happens when I comb this out. It just makes the baby hairs lay so natural and look like your own hair. At this point, you guys, don't be afraid to go in and add touch-ups. At this point, you might need to pluck a little bit more. You might need to add some powder. You know, it's up to your discretion of how you want your hair to look, honestly. But I'm just, you know, going in and perfecting my baby hairs, making sure everything is laying how I like it. I'm just further combing them out just so they have movement and so they aren't stiff. But for the most part, I'm pretty much done with my hair. I'm just going to pick out those loose curls. And I was really happy with my hair. Now, my curls did fall, okay? But, you know, it still turned out really cute. The hair is nice and shiny, and I love that it's jet black. If you guys are interested in this wig, make sure you check my description bar below. Links and details will be down there. And I also want to show you guys how the hair looked after I washed it, because I did wear this wig for about a week or so, and the wig held up really well. Now, I did get some shedding, but other than that, the wig didn't give me any problems, and I actually really love it in its natural state. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any comments or questions, please put them below. Thanks again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post a video, and I will talk to you guys next time.